Well, hello there. Welcome back to Radbo Outdoors, where Radbo is outdoors. Feels like I've done this before. One big difference between last time I was up here. Last video you would have seen was the last trip for the old X-Trail. The old faithful X-Trail. I let it go to hopefully a better home. And yeah, picked up my first ute. First ute I've ever owned. It's also the first diesel I've ever owned. And if you're in Australia, you probably know how the price of diesel is right now. Thanks, Trump. That's awesome. So yeah, I bought a ute. It's pretty cool. It's silver and it's a Ranger, so it's the Silver Ranger. And yeah, another long weekend. It's the only time I get spare really. So I'm up here around. Barrow cam. You're hoping to get a review on my Ranger, you probably won't get one. No, you might, but you saw a thumbnail of me with a Ranger and you're thinking, oh, I'll watch that, you might do a review on that Ranger. Yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. It's proper flash. Proper flash. Proper flash. Well, the most surprising thing, the most shocking thing, to those of you that have watched my dribble before, I've actually brought groceries with me. Yeah. White sliced bread. Wild. Some luxuries too. TP for my bunhole. Half a kilo of penne pasta. It's like we're actually living in luxury this time. It's gonna be wild. Pasta sauce. Holy, quite a lot of pasta sauce there actually. More pasta sauce than there is pasta. Just because it was cheaper than the little one. Milk. Woohoo! Baked beans. Some beef sausages. These are frozen too. Picked them up frozen. Paid an arm and a leg for them, but I picked them up frozen. I found the cheaper option than the one they sell at the Ebor Survey. Quite a lot cheaper, actually. But chocolate flavoured coconut water because I love my chalky milk. The usual tea bags and brown sugar. Some noodles. If you like your noodles, these are good ones. Yeah. Even when I'm snacking, I'm healthy. Well, yeah. Those of you that know me personally will be like, what the have you got that for? That's kill you. Zero sugar, zero caffeine. Truly living in luxury. I thought to myself, that last video I did up here didn't do very good. There's a few things for that, I believe. YouTube's gone to shit. And secondly, I spent a lot of time just trying to survive. You know, the weather was crap and I actually had to think about how I was going to get through the day. But with this, I don't have to really worry about that. I know I'm gonna have food and stuff. And yeah, got running water, I know that. I know I've got a fridge that's gonna run, so. Yeah, we're actually living in luxury this time. And the weather's pretty good, so I might actually focus on filming some more artsy shit. Not just being a weird out in the mist with a lightsaber and shit. I've got no one coming to help me either. Price of fuel, I'm the only person out here, no one's coming to save me. So, played it safe and I'll, yeah, I now have heaps of spare time on my hands, and I got bored pretty quick. So I've come for a little wander down to the creek. I'll fill up my old Powerade bottle. Not that I really need to do it, just because. Suss out the property, see what's going on. Get a feel for the weather, see what's going to happen. I found a lot of scat, hairy scat, along the road. So there is something out here. I'm not an expert on scat. I'm good, but I'm not an expert, especially when it's been run over by a silver ranger. It's quite hard to determine where it's actually come from. I can tell they're eating rabbits. You can hear those birds in the background, and the rustling of the leaves. It's a telltale sign that the weather is shifting. And also, if you look at the sky, the clouds are coming over. If I get some rain tonight, which if I do, I do. That's the game we play. Hopefully we don't get heavy rain while I'm out on this walk, because I'm just in my cap, shirt and shorts, sneakers. But yeah, she's coming over a bit. Be fine. Gonna go check in with one of my neighbours, make sure she's doing alright. There's a lot to be said about turning off your phone, going outside and just shutting the up, listening to what's happening around you, you know. You can learn a lot. Pretty good for your mental health, you know. It's also, if you're one of those incredibly annoying people, it's probably good for the people around you, for their mental health as well. If you just off and spend some time on your own. Am I talking about myself? Or am I talking about you? Get outside more. With the current state of the world, it's pretty good idea to go and get back to nature, you know. Might have to learn to rough it a bit more if certain people don't sort their shit out, you know. We might be at war. And the stories I heard from my father told to him by his father, it's a pretty time for the whole world when everyone's at war. And you might have to go and eat rabbits for a while. I try to keep the videos light-hearted. Sometimes you've got to be real with yourself. Well, that's how you get across the creek. Yeah, getting your feet wet. Come to the conclusion what I want to do for dinner. Gonna cook up those noodles. They do miss something though in that packet, and I don't think there's any way they could do it in a packet. There's a hard-boiled egg in your noodles. And if you've been watching up until this point, and if I've edited the video in sequential order, you've seen that I brought the noodles and other food with me. My thumb keeps popping in. Yeah, I brought the noodles, I brought other food with me, so I can cook the noodles, but I did not bring eggs, especially not hard-boiled eggs. So we're going to have to forage for some eggs. I don't believe hunting for eggs is ethical, but we'll forage for them. You've seen me pull them out of the creek, because we all know that fish lay eggs. You've seen me pull them out of rabbit warrens, because rabbits lay eggs, the Easter bunny. Where else have I found them? I've just found them sitting on the ground. Where am I going to find them today? Stay tuned, because this one will surprise you. I hope it does anyway. We've got rabbit droppings, fresh ones that weren't there earlier. Ooh. The Easter bunny is real, boys and girls. And it's the Easter weekend, so we're not hunting for eggs because this is the... Hang on. We're not hunting for eggs because this is the off season for hunting the Easter bunny. Right, he's working. He's out there. So we're not going to hunt the Easter bunny for his eggs, and we're not going to pull him out of the rabbit warren because he needs them. Creek's way back there, and I don't want to go back and look for fish eggs. I'm pretty sure there wasn't any when I was down there. So yeah, either going to pull a rabbit out of my or a hard-boiled egg. Figured it out. It's not a well-known thing. Oh no, it is. Birds lay eggs, right? What isn't a well-known thing is there's a native bird up here that lays some pretty big eggs. It's not a chicken. It's probably bigger than a chicken. It's not very good at like making a nest though. It just kind of drops them wherever. That's why it's such a rare bird, because the survival rate when you've just hatched in the fork of a tree it's not great. So I had a snoop around and I know where they lay their eggs. And I found some. And you might be thinking, well, if it's such a rare bird and their survival rate is so low, should you really be eating their eggs? No, you shouldn't. Unless you've already sussed it out and the eggs are cold as, right? It's like they've been sitting in a fridge or something, or a pantry. They're cold as. So there's definitely no life in that egg. There they are. There. Eggs, boys and girls. Do you hear that? Do you hear that noise? Scared the shit out of me. I think that's the bird that laid them coming back when it's off. Something in the tree there, you can see his eyes. I'm busting for a poop, so I'm going to go do that. And then, what is it? Must be a possum or something. Come back and investigate. Good morning, boys and girls. I slept like a baby with an existential crisis. Quite a noisy night. The rats were very loud. The little swallows woke up when the sun came up too, which is when the rats went to bed. They were fine. A bit chirpy, but they're alright. They're fun to watch. Yeah. Overcast AF. I've stewed it up because it's a little bit chilly. Gonna go for a hunt for reception, phone reception. Check in with the world, let them know I'm still alive. Kind of feels like, as I said at the start of the video, very much feels like I've been here and done this before. Because I have. This might be the end of the survival vlogs. I was getting bored of filming every time I went for a ride. That was repetitive. Now this is getting repetitive. So let me know in the comments if you actually enjoy this shit or not. So I'm going to be doing it regardless, it's whether I film it or not. It's been raining a bit. Can't really get out and do much. I did get the big Bing Bang out earlier, the big 308, just to get a few rounds out while the sun was out. Check where the zero is on it, in case we do have some sort of gigantic beast roll into here, which we probably won't. But to solve the problem, so the drain pipe from the house to the tank was getting a bit old, and there was a bow in it, so the water wasn't going into the pipe, but they couldn't come out of the pipe because they had to go back up. So I fixed it with a stick. I don't know if you can hear it, but there is water running into the tank. I'll tidy this up. I'll get my saw out and I'll tidy this up. But yeah, solving problems, keeping the water flowing. Find another stick and do the other side, that pipe. Tempted to go for a walk, a little bush walk. I'm worried it'll start to rain heavy again and I'll get soaked. That's no fun for anyone, really. Look at the size of this. It's the f***ing Easter Bunny. Holy shit. So, I made some meatballs out of the sausages I had. In the pasta sauce, made a penne and meatballs in a red sauce. Would not say that's a bolognese sauce, but it was red. Went for a bit of a wander out bush. And I shot possibly the biggest rabbit I've ever seen in my life. And since I had red sauce, I'm experiencing some serious indigestion. It's burning me up. So I'm gonna have me can of chocolate, coconut water, hoping that'll settle the beast in my belly that is trying to burn its way out. Hope it doesn't make it worse.
the rat trap is set. We might catch one tonight. It kept me up all night. So I'm out for now. Catch you guys in the morning. If the weather is still this shit, I'll probably head home tomorrow. Chuck some more glass bricks up and then I'll head home. So good night for now. I'll just be sitting here with a cold one by the open fire, living the dream. That was a big rabbit.